All right, a very good afternoon to you, and I suppose we are now in the final hour of SA Today. It's good to have you with us on this very important day, of course, where we remember that 34 miners who were shot and killed by the police in Marikana in the northwest. That's where the better part of the show has been. This afternoon we had AMCU President there, Joseph Matunjwa, saying really a whole lot of things, of course.
Yes, indeed. A very good afternoon to you. Thanks very much indeed for joining us. We start telling your story this hour, and we begin getting some reaction from one of the unions that were mentioned in Joseph Matunjwa's speech a short while ago. Colin has that guest.
Right, thank you very much, Peter and Pallister. Well, good afternoon to you. And we've been listening to the president of AMCU throughout this afternoon, addressing the mine workers and the members of AMCU there and the community of Marikana. And of course, the message is infused with Bible verses and comforting messages. And also one interesting factor, he cut into the NUM, saying that it is in bed with government. So let's get the response from William Mabapa, who is the Deputy Secretary General of the National Union of Mineworkers, to respond to the speech. Say, thank you very much for coming.
Thanks.
Right, Joseph Matunjwa came out blazing against the NUM, saying that how can you really fight for the interest of workers when you are in bed with government? Your response, please.
No, let me take it very simple that Joseph Matunjwa was a member of NUM. And when he was a member of NUM, he knows that he was in bed with the government. That is unfortunate. It is unfortunate because our understanding is that we are a trade union. And if he decided to form a trade union, obviously he must understand that as a trade union, obviously we are not working for government. We are a trade union in the mines. Now, there is trade unions in government. Now, if we have to sleep with the government, it will be then a different scenario because we don't represent people in the government. The people in the government, they are represented by the unions in the government. We are representing the workers in the mines. And obviously, we are competing for members. There is no ways that we can expect Matunjwa to talk good about us.
If you are in competition for members, he took a lot of membership from the NUM when he formed AMCU.
I won't deny the fact that he took membership from NUM, but what I can argue is that we still have a lot of membership. Fortunately enough, part of my job as the Deputy General Secretary of NUM is to deal with the membership. And I can confirm that we still have a lot of members in the mining industry, energy and construction. So we are competing, that one we can't deny, but we still have a lot of members.
For us to be having this commemoration 7 years on when mine workers were killed, what precipitated the events were wage negotiations, and there wasn't any agreement in as far as 12,500 was concerned from the side of the NUM, which AMCU was actually advocating for. So sitting here, would you say that his problem is that the NUM was not actually negotiating wage increases in the interest of the workers concerning the percentage that they were talking about?
You know, these things are very simple to talk about them. And now I'll ask you as journalists that you must make investigations, because it seems as if you talk things that you don't know. Let me tell you today. You know, it is 2019 today. The mine workers, even when AMCU was there 7 years, the minimum of workers, even in the mining industry, is not 12,500. We are not saying that we are happy. We are saying that it is a progressive issue. It is not an issue, because you must recall by then, the salaries of the mine workers, the minimums, were at 6,000, 5,000, 6,000, depending on the mining house. And to move them to 12,000 was to be something like 100%, meaning that you had to move a salary that is at 5,000 or 6,000 and move it to 12,000. That means you were to move that salary with 100%, and the 100% means that you were just to double it. And I will take it that there was no employer in this country that was going to afford that type of an increase.
But that type of robust wage, I have to interrupt you there.
Yes.
That type of robust wage negotiation was flying in the face of the NUM, and workers were swayed, sentimentally so, but what Joseph Matunja and AMCU were saying, that actually workers are getting peanuts. The bonuses of CEOs in mining industries are highly unacceptable in comparison to what the mine workers are earning.
It's a debate that I can't deny, because even today, the bonuses and the incentives of the CEOs and the management is high, and AMCU is there. Because that is a terrain that you go through it through a process. Because I am saying that it is not something that happened before when we were NUM in majority, and it is not happening today because AMCU is the majority. We are saying that even today, the bonuses of the managers in the mining industry is too high. CEOs are paid a lot of money. But I'm saying that if we want to deal with the management in the mining industry in particular, we don't have to deal with the matter as if AMCU was formed just to come and be against NUM.
But
in essence, we are supposed to work
but the approach
as
of
labor.
AMCU is knuckles out, and with you, it's kids' gloves approach.
No, that is not true. That is why I'm saying that I'm very much disappointed. Let me just say that I'm very much disappointed. You are a journalist and you are talking something that you don't know. Let me give you a good example. There are many mines where AMCU is the majority, and there are many mines where NUM is the majority. And I'm saying that go and track the benefits, the allowances, and all these things in those mines. And I can tell you something that you are going to regret what you are talking. Let me give you an example. Go to Lonmin, go to Impala, go to Anglo, because that is where AMCU is majority. The workers today in those mines, they are paid benefits and allowances based on the wage salary of 2014. Where NUM is the majority, the workers are paid on allowance and benefits on the salary of 2018, 2019. Now, in terms of the allowances, salaries, and all this, there is nothing and absolutely nothing that says where AMCU is the majority in the operations, the salaries and benefits are high. There is no such. But in essence, they are low.
All right. So, in the face of it, if the members who have left the NUM are saying that they feel that you are taking it easy when negotiating wages with management, and they are not happy with your approach, and they feel that they are being shortchanged as workers, is that not regrettable?
I'm saying to you that we have got operations where we are the majority and where AMCU is majority. That thing is a fallacy. That is not correct. That is not true. I can give you evidence. You can make your own assessment, and you will make an observation and make your own findings. We are not populist, unfortunately. We are not populist. We are the leaders, and we are going to lead the workers with what is on the ground. We are not going to tell people lies. We don't promise people something that is not possible.
All right. So thank you very much for coming to our studios, and hopefully this matter will be resolved. We have William Mabapa here, Deputy Secretary General of the National Union of Mineworkers.